It's that time of year. We're back. We are absolutely back on NASCAR, any game, for the simulation of a race. And it begins this weekend today with the LA Coliseum. I don't really have a game that could replicate the track because Ignition didn't have it because they don't do point races or non-point races, and Rivals doesn't have it, so I really don't have an option. I mean, I guess I could have tried NR03, but I don't really have my wheels set up or anything, so so then I was thinking, what could I do? The NASCAR 2005 came to mind because I figured I was going to do this last year, but Michael Two Scoops a Dupe took my idea. He took my idea from my brain and he put it out on the stream. He read my mind, so it was bullshit. So I had to wait. An additional year. Well, to be fair, I don't think I really started doing these until Vegas, so I guess maybe that's not true. I don't know, but I just had to be salty at Brutes for something. But yeah, so we're live. It's been a lot of different things have happened since I last streamed. One, I can't really show it because, well, actually, I can't really show it, but if you check my Twitter, I got a Halo light, and I got more RAM, or gigabytes, for my PC, so it can run a little more efficiently. Because before I only had 16 gigs, now it's 24. I'll get to why it's not 32, because there's a lot of different things that happened before I got to this point. So we got some good story time before the stream starts. Which, boy oh howdy, was it a journey to freaking get the PC to work. Oh my god. So, first off, I have a Halo light. It's over here. I got a remote, which... So, if it's off, see the lighting? That's a bit different. This is what it used to look like. But now with this Halo light, it evens the light. I mean, I still have my lamp over here. But, yeah, it looks a lot better. I'm actually really happy with it. I can literally thank Jesus for that. And that's not me, like, praying to Jesus. Like, someone in chat named Jesus sent me a monstrous super chat, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to put that to good use, and I'm going to get a Halo light, and I'm going to get some more RAM, not RAM, well, gigabytes, like storage. So, yeah, this was a saga. If you saw the 2 videos I posted, usually when you have to install these, you shut the PC off, you're supposed to remove the power supply, which I did do that. I was looking up stuff online when I was watching tutorials, and it literally was just such a simple thing. So I just thought, okay, I'm just gonna have to plug it in and that's it. Well, apparently it's a lot more complicated than that, because of my past experiences with, like, because when I was building this PC in like 2020, I got like a motherboard. When it came in, it didn't work, which sucked. So then I was hearing from a couple people I was talking to, like, yeah, motherboards are really delicate and everything, so it wouldn't be surprising if it got damaged in shipping, which I guess was the case with mine. So because of all the stuff that happened with my motherboard in the past, I was so terrified to damage it in any way. So when I was trying to plug in the sticks, it wouldn't go in. I just thought it was like a simple, like, I don't know, that's it. But apparently, from what I was told, thanks to AJ, who literally probably saved me a lot of stress, left a comment saying that you really have to press down onto your click, which I didn't think to do, and it worked. It just, you really have to apply a stupid amount of pressure to it, and to me, I was so anxious and worried that I was gonna break the motherboard or something by doing that. So I was so afraid, but I had to man up, get my elbow grease out and actually clamp it in, and then it worked. But then I found another issue that whatever Geese. So you know what? In my video where I was blaming Geese Squad, Okay, now I actually have something to complain about with them. When they put the fan in, you might have saw it in the video. They position the fan in a way where like the AMD like logo on the bottom of like the fan, it's overlapping one of the gigabyte stick slots. So I can't even maximize my performance because that's in the way. So I can only put 24 gigs in there. Oh, yeah, 24 gigs in there versus the 32. If you could see in here that this one other thing is still in the box. I cannot fit it in there. I thought maybe I can kind of like squeeze it in there, but I would almost have to bend this chip just to position it. Mind-boggling. That's really bad. So that's stupid. I guess technically there would be a way to fix it. I'll have to like remove the fan, reseal or put the thermal paste on there. It would be a whole process, and I don't trust myself with the ham sandwich when it comes to PC buildings, so I don't want to take any chances in breaking shit. So I just left it alone. But yeah, unless that fan only had one way to be installed, which I highly doubt, because the fan just goes on top of the processor, so you could really position the fan, I think, really any way. It's most important to have the chip positioned in a certain way, because it only goes in one way, but I was just scared. I was just scared. I didn't want to mess with anything and break stuff. I don't trust myself, and it would be... I'm just scared. I guess that's the blunt thing to do. I was just afraid. 24 gigs is still pretty good compared to what I had with 16. Because I don't know if it could come up on this screen if I bring this... Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, but I don't know what I was thinking. But, yeah, it's a lot better. It's definitely a little bit better. So, yeah. It just sucks that, I paid $50 for this and I can only use, like, half of it. So that sucks. But, yeah, that's weird. I don't know why they did it like that. It doesn't make any sense. Unless, this is my tinfoil hat theory. Unless... I almost put my fingers on my nose. Unless, like, if I wanted to, get that space, like, add that space, they would want me to, like, call Geek Squad and be like, can I can't fit the stick in there because the fan's in the way. Can you do that? And I'm like, oh, yeah, sure, Like, they did that on purpose. So I would have to go down there and use more of their service, which... One, if you want to do anything with Geek Squad, you need to have a membership. So you have to fork $100 for that, and then you have to pay for whatever extra fee it is. Like, the only instance of me having, like, a Geek Squad membership would be beneficial is if... Because, like, the perk isn't horrible, because it's, like, $100 for the year, and that covers any personal electronics. So that could be phones, I guess technically TVs, computer, like, a lot of that stuff. But... I don't think many people, unless you live with, like, a family with, like, have multiple children, maybe under those circumstances that membership thing could work, but I don't ever really come across issues like that to fork out $100 a year. So, well, it just wouldn't be really worth it, but it just sucks that you have to, they force you to have a membership before you can do anything, which is such shit. So yeah, that was the whole saga with that. That was a whole journey. The motherboard thing, me being like afraid to press down on it. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one that felt like that. So thank you, comments, for saying that, because I was worried. But yeah, the fan thing, that is bizarre. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I would imagine it wouldn't be that hard to reposition it, but I'm just afraid. I don't trust myself with it, so I'd rather just leave it alone. Like, I really don't want to be, I don't know. But yeah, so that's my story with that. At least I got the halo light, which looks really nice, because like I said, There's a lot of features this thing has. I don't think it's gonna show up here properly, but I can brighten, like, this is the dimmest it goes. I can make it even brighter. That's bright. I mean, that is freaking bright. I don't need it that bright. Oh my god, it just... Oh my god! This is like 2001: A Space Odyssey. Like, I'm like that's really freaking bright. Is it going brighter? I don't know. I'm just gonna dim it back down, because I don't need it to be that bright. Literally, like, the lowest setting seems pretty good. There's, like, warm, cool, and neutral, which I don't think does any... Oh yeah, see, this is like the regular white light. I try to match the light that's with my lamp over here. That kind of matches my lamp a little bit, so yeah. And also, I don't probably think it's a great idea to have it be that bright, because if that probably increases the chances of the light eventually dying. But yeah, it's insane. Well worth the price, and it came with a remote, which I gotta say. I know I don't want to be, like, nitpicky, because, you know, I didn't expect it to really come with a remote, and it's kind of cool that it has this, but this, not only, I mean, it feels cheap. It's very light. That, I could excuse that. You know, I could excuse it being cheap, because, you know, I can live with that. The biggest problem is the way the batteries are placed, and you can probably see it in here, but look at how janky this is set up. The springs aren't, like, properly connected or, like, centered, so the batteries have to be placed in here like this, and it looks wrong, and it feels wrong to even look at it. That's really my only complaint, because this it just feels like this is gonna break or die very quickly. I'm amazed this even works, considering just how wonky this is. I don't even want to touch it. I shouldn't even touched it. I'm scared. That's my only complaint. That's just... Usually when you have, like, batteries, they line up. You know, for example, my Xbox One controller... Oh, almost dropped it. See, like, how centered that is? That's very normal looking. That's not normal. That's not normal. That's really my, like, only complaint. So I can forgive the remote for feeling a little cheap. But that back there, that's just gross. That really, I almost thought they weren't gonna work, because the way they look. I know but that's just how it is. Like, if you look at the springs, it's like it was like sideways. It wasn't even, like, centered properly, and it's not even, like, completely centered with, like, the metal part of the battery. Like, it's weird. So I'm happy it works. That's my only complaint. That's my only issue. Everything else, really good. So happy that's here. I was thinking about doing a green screen, or getting a green screen, but one, I don't know what kind to get. Two, I don't know if this angle in my room works. I might quite literally have to, like, rearrange the whole room so my desk and everything, or, like, my chair is up against, like, a wall, and then have the screen up behind me. But the way my room is positioned, I would have to literally flip, like, the whole room, like, around to get that to work. And I would definitely need help. And I really feel bad to ask my parents for help, so I might have to offer them money for their services, just out of just the kindness of my heart, just to hope for something. Because, like, everything would have to be flipped around, and that would take, like, maybe 2 days to do that, because, you know, there's the bed, there's so much different stuff, so I don't want to be doing that. But it's on my mind. I was always wanting to do a green screen, but I just didn't know how to properly do it. So I don't know with my room. Like, if my computer is, or if my chair is, like, up against, like a corner, like, in the room, in my corner in my room, it wouldn't be even an issue. But yeah. Anyways, without all the rambling and talking for like 20 minutes. Also, there's a reason why I'm padding this out. 41 people watching. Holy Christ. Alright, well, thank you so much. I'm sorry for making you wait. There was a couple of life stuff that happened that was worth talking. I don't have a whole lot of life stuff to talk about, so when I do, it's like, you know, it's like the Titanic's fallen or sinking. I don't know. So, let's go to the game. Here we go. So the setup's a little different. I have it set to the standard 4:3 ratio. So I think it looks alright. The only problem is, what the hell do I do up here? I was thinking of adding a chat box, but I just kind of ran out of time today to do it, because I was just kind of setting up stuff and getting everything like ready. Why'd you hire a third suspension? I don't know. I done goofed. I can't believe I goofed on that so bad. Now in the career mode, I'm just banking money up to get another track-specific chassis so I can get more employees and then get the right like people I need. I can't believe I goofed up on that so bad. It's really embarrassing. Unless I was just tired, I don't know how I messed that up. It makes no sense how I was able to do that. Also, anytime I click the mouse on the actual game, it like flickers. I don't know why. That's just what the Dolphin emulator does. I don't know if there's a way to actually like fix it. So when I click on my mouse from, you know, my Streamlabs OBS to this, it doesn't flicker. That's really the only thing. Everything else looks good. I also got the NCRD texture mod, which obviously upscales all the graphics and kind of replaces them, which is freaking awesome. Not gonna lie, it is absolutely awesome. Also, what Sonic created for me last night, out of freaking nowhere, the man came in, RKO'd my entire stream because he found the mod stuff for it. He left a link in my Discord chat, and he created something for me, which is insane. And I didn't expect him to create a scheme because, I mean, he literally did this, like, last night. I was even telling him in, like, a DM's, like, you can wait. I mean, because I got another stream planned with this game at some point in the future. I don't want you to, like, rush anything. But the madman frickin' did it. Like, so all this is because of him find the mod, NCRD mods, and Sonic for creating this scheme. So, yeah. Just let me know about the game audio, because, like, obviously this is a different game. I usually have it set to negative 16 decibels. So, if the game... I mean, we'll do some practice laps just to make sure the audio's alright. I mean, for me, it sounds alright. I actually had to really alter the sounds. Because it just kind of... The default was pretty loud. Like, that's the lowest setting. It's still pretty loud. Default was... It is really loud. Really loud. Oh my god. Oh god. Those sounds. Yeah, there's no... Well, you can hear the clicks. But it might be a little bit quiet, so... luckily, in the game itself, I can practice, or at least, you know, alter them in that menu, so we can do that, so... Yeah, there's a lot to look... I mean, Mertz already basically did a scream... a scream... He didn't do a scream. He did a stream of this last year, and he showed all this, so I don't really feel like I should, like, show it again, because, like... Yeah. But, I will show the thing that Sanic made. Because it's insane. Did not expect it. If you're in my Discord, you probably know what it is. So with this like texture update, it gave all the schemes like a fresh coat of paint. Everything's like a lot higher res. Though I had to make sure when I was recording this, like, I'm not going to destroy my PC with my my settings. And it looks like everything is okay. Okay, the memory's a little bit high, but I have a lot of different stuff running because I'm streaming. But I kind of I kind of tested this last night, just kind of having my Streamlabs OBS opening, looking at everything. But this is hot. The link for it, maybe Sonic or one of the mods can link it in the chat. But it's in my Discord. Being able to link it, because this is only through the Dolphin emulator. There's no PC XS2 NASCAR 2005. At least what I was trying to do. So I couldn't find it. But yeah, all these schemes got a fresh coat of paint. They're all upscaled. There's a couple that are actually kind of like new, or I don't know. There's a ton. There's a ton of little like neat things that they added. Like there's this. There's the 2003 Lowe's car, the Power of Pride car. Like all these got updated. Exclamation point Discord. I don't think I have an emote for something like that, or like the alert. So I don't have that. P6S2 doesn't extract textures properly. Okay, well that explains it then. I was just trying to find like a regular PCXS2 like ISO file of NASCAR 05 originally. But yeah, these are phenomenal. They're so deep. It's so crisp. A lot of these got like an upscale in quality. I guess the problem, I don't know. I guess it just with the game itself or the files, because obviously, for example, we have like 2003 Lowe's test car. I guess you can't really mod the paint scheme names like in the description, and it seems like you can only add as much slots that was like originally in the game. So it does seem like there's some limitations to like what the mod could do. But considering like just the higher quality of these schemes, and also got beer sponsors, that's pretty badass. So it's really cool. I can't even gush about these enough because these are so well done. There's even new. I know. Oh my god. There's so much. There's so much neat Easter eggs. This is from. Speaking of like, I guess anniversary. Yesterday was the 20-year anniversary of NASCAR Racing 2003 season, and this is one of their like standard like default cars in the game that was modded into this. So that's pretty cool. Dover Monster. All these fantasy drivers got replaced with like real life driver schemes, which I can't even imagine all the like Easter eggs are. I didn't even know this was in here. Oh my god, I forgot about this. Oh god, I'm sweating. Oh my god, I didn't even put deodorant on when I got a shower today. I gotta do that. I'm gonna get sweaty. Oh. Oh, I'm back. Oh my god, that's I can't believe I'm so glad I got I needed that. I was gonna be sweating bad. I can't believe this is in the game. I forgot about this. That's hot. It says Underbird on the thing. Oh, that's a nut. That's a peanut emoji right there. We got the 4 car, which I think was Mike Wallace. There's so much of like cool like neat throwbacks or like just references. We got Martin Truex Jr.'s like 1 car, or kind of a mix of, I think, Jeff Green. There was a ton of different people that ran the 1 car in 2004, so it's a mix of Truex, who ran his first start at New Hampshire in 04, but that was because of Junior with this fire injury and all that. I think John Andretti at some point ran this car. Jeff Green maybe. There was a lot of different people in the 1 car. That might be like a whole video of like the one like the drivers that drove the 1 car. We got the 26, which was run by Brett Bodine and also Ricky Rudd in the 80s. So this is a pretty cool one as well. 19. We got Jeremy Mayfield. He was not in the game originally, so that's pretty cool. He's in here. Yeah. Cale Yarborough. Oh god, Got the double. We got the 80 car, which was infamous for wrecking or getting in an incident with Jeff Gordon at Darlington in 2004. So that was kind of, it was Andy Hillenberg. That was a meme and a half. I remember that. So cool, just throwbacks. We got the 39, which I believe had a one-off race and maybe the Bud Shootout. But this is, I mean, it's like, what's really cool is like there's like paint schemes from the time period. Most of these are pretty much in the time period when this game was out. So there's a lot of 2004 schemes and all this different stuff. So it's really cool. It's really cool. Just see that. I'm getting sweaty here just thinking about this. But this is what happens when you have like true, genuine, passionate fans work on something and they're able to give you so much love for the sport. It's so hard to find that nowadays with modern NASCAR games. I mean, the Heat games were pretty close, but when you see NASCAR 21, you just feel like no one really knew what the hell NASCAR was. But yeah, there's just so much neat fun facts or just neat drivers. We got Frank Kimmel in the 46. That's hot. Got the 51. Again, I know. Oh my God, that car flipped at Rockingham. It didn't have a sponsor in that race, but I remember that car. That was the highlight of his career. Ken Schrader's 49. The 72, which I don't know who. I know Tom Bodine ran a car like this in the previous year, but I don't know in 2004. So I know some of these, but not all of these. That's so cool. So we got the Wonder Bread car. Even though, hold on. Well, technically, the Ricky Bobby car movie came out in 2006, and when they were shooting for the film, it was in like 2005. So it doesn't technically make a whole lot of sense that this car is in the game because, you know, it's not accurate with the time period. So technically, so yeah, that's what JC would say. But it's still cool that's in here. Oh my God, I forgot about this one. That's nuts. Kirk was in a 72. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, some of these I know, not all of them. Obviously, that one's pretty cool. That's amazing. And then we got Cal Knott and that's so cool. We got the 60 car. Got the 80. Some of these, yeah, I remember these. 90, yep. I don't know that one. Okay, that's Kyle Busch's 84. We got the 11. 36 car, which I know Boris said ran in 2005, but I don't know if he ran it in 2004, but it could be. We got the standard 7, which I believe Jimmy Spencer drove that, so not much of a shock. Hey! Scott McNew with being a member for 11 consecutive months. I didn't even get a chance to... I guess I could put the member thing up on the top here. That would actually work a lot better. Alright, so sorry that it overlapped my face, but I feel like a member, like in terms of like the YouTube tier... God damn it, I keep clicking off. But, yeah, I feel like in terms of like the YouTube tier, it should be like the YouTube members and me. Like the YouTube members should be a higher tier over me. So I feel like having a member overlap me, I think makes more sense. But thank you for being a member for 11 months. You're almost to a whole freaking year. That is absolutely insane. Thank you so much for that. We got this car. Chat should be above you. That's what I was thinking. I just ran out of time to like doing that. Because it is a really good idea. But I'm not always going to be using this game for streams. So it's more, I don't know. I mean, I would have to kind of shrink the game. So it's more of in like in a corner and then I don't know. I just feel weird doing that. And this game kind of works because, I mean, it was originally, like, aspect ratio is like 4:3, so it kind of works really well here. But, yeah. We got Morgan Shepherd, of course. Can't forget about that classic. We got the 91, which I believe, yeah, Bill Elliott ran the 91, but I don't remember this scheme. But I'm sure they're pretty accurate in, you know, representing the time period. So, yeah. I got the 23, which I don't remember where that's from. It almost feels like a Busch Series car, but it's probably not. We got John Girard's 55. That's cool. Cody Anderson. It gifted T-Mitch that hell yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, thank you for gifting a membership to someone, Cody Anderson. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for everything. I appreciate it. So, T-Mitch, make sure you give Cody Anderson a big old welcome to the fan club. Fan club? I don't know what I call it. The super elite fan club of mine. I don't have a name for it, but the perks you get is early access to videos and channel emotes, which I don't think I have enough to like add like a different emote or something. I would like to add more, or at least like add different ones, but I would have to pay like a designer for it or something, because I wanted to have it be where like certain month milestones, it would give you like a number, and I would like it to be like Kurt themed. Like if you're a member for like a month, it'll be like the 1 from like, you know, Chip Ganassi 1 like font. 2 months would be like the Kurt Busch like 2 font from, you know, Penske days, and kind of go from there. But I don't know how many it allows you, like how many different like tier months. I don't know how I need to look into that more. But yeah, with all that, that's all the legend drivers. So what scheme am I hyping up about earlier? There's a reason. So we're at Kurt Busch. I think I was originally gonna go with Dale Earnhardt, but I ended up changing it because what Sanic made. Cody Anderson has become a spot. Figured I'd share the love. Here's the 3 months. Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for being around for 3 months on the WhatiFRacing Elite Fan Club. I appreciate it. Oh, the love. I gotta update the sponsor thing so it comes up something different, because I don't know. I never expected to get this many like things like this, so this is really freaking cool. I gotta update that somehow. You might not run Dale after the quickie car. That's a tough one. I don't know. Well, thank you, T-Mish. Yep. I just, the love in this chat is so freaking wholesome. I love it. It makes my day. Why did she read the membership messages? It doesn't do that for some reason. In Roots' streams, it's the same way. So I don't know why it doesn't do that. I don't think because Streamlabs, like, when Streamlabs was created and they were doing all the alerts, like the YouTube membership, like, milestone chat things weren't a thing. So I don't think they've incorporated it. So it's just a weird Streamlabs thing. But if you do, like, a normal super chat, it will come up like normal. So there's that. There's a race 57 people watch. Jesus Christ. All right, we're gonna get into the race. I'm sorry. It's just there's a lot to talk about. This mod is awesome. Just a lot to talk about. But we have the standard Kurt car, and this is what Sonic made. It is. Look at. Ah!
Here you go, my friend.
Oh my god, Jordan Kearns. Thank you. Thank you for the 20, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the support. Just like that. See, when it does, like, normal super chat, it comes up like it's supposed to. Hell yeah. Thank you so much for that. That's freaking sweet. Thank you a ton for that. So yeah, this is the scheme. It's from One Piece Odyssey. That's the game I did a live stream of. That's the new One Piece game that came out maybe about a month ago. And Sanic, I gotta say that right, Sanic. That's what his name is. He created that. It's hot. it's blue that matches with the game's theme a little bit, or like some of the cover art. With the logo, 97 for Kurt. You got Robin on the corner, and then on the back, surprised no Robin on the corner. Oh, there is absolutely Robin on the corner, without a doubt. It's where it most matters. So we're gonna go with Kurt, obviously, with that scheme, and we're gonna go obviously. God, that scheme. I love that scheme so much. It's so... I didn't expect that when I was doing this stream. I did not expect that to be what I was racing with. I already kind of had a car in mind. It was going to be Dale Earnhardt because Chocolate Myers is going through a lot of medical complications lately, and he was Dale Sr.'s gas man for 20 plus years. I mean, for a long time. I mean, as early as like the mid 80s, since I guess Earnhardt was racing with Childress. So I mean, and he was kind of a character in his day. He was just known as a big guy, and his nickname was Chocolate Myers. And it seemed like he was always very lovable and had a really nice charismatic energy to him. So it sucks that he's going through a lot of this, medical problems and everything. So I was gonna race as him, but maybe another stream, maybe for something I got planned next week. But maybe in the future. But we'll save that. But we'll keep it in our hearts. I mean, obviously Dale Sr. was a big part of my childhood. I mean, even in my room, I have like in front of my monitor, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Earnhardt posters. And, I have the Dale movie, a lot of, like, small die-casts. Like, he was a big part of my childhood growing up, and I wish I was younger to really appreciate every aspect of Dale Earnhardt, like, even down to his pit crew. So, yeah. But the man was always just, I get emotional thinking about it, but, like, I remember the Atlanta win in 2001, where Harvick won. You get like this iconic shot. Chocolate Myers is like, just like ugly crying. Just, I mean, it seemed like he wore his heart on his sleeve, and that was such an iconic moment. And that's always one like mental image that stuck from my mind after the race ended. You get that scene, that camera shot. Oof. Ooh, gets me chills. Like, it's, oh god. So that I have much respect, much love for the guy and his family. So this is for him. Maybe next week we'll race something, do something for him. Did you ever see the CMT? Yeah, I actually have the movie. It's in my closet. Actually, I should probably bring it out. I don't know where I have it. I think it's in my closet. I'm pretty sure it's in my closet. Oh, there it is. Yep. I have it. Yep, it was right there. It's a little dusty, but this is back in like 2000. I think this was it was released in 2006. But I got the tin steel case of the film, and it was this is definitely, I think objectively, the best Dale Sr. like documentary ever, without a doubt. Like, the best documentary on every, like, it was obviously it's narrated by Paul Newman, who's a legend in his own right. But it comes with 6 discs. It comes with the movie. It comes with bonus features, including like alternate openings, bloopers, deleted scenes. Disc 3 is the 2000 Winston 500 race with Richard Childress commentary. See the historic race, newly recorded commentary from Dale's closest friends. So that, like, you got that. Disc 4, Daytona, Dale Earnhardt's greatest moments from 500 from 86, 99, 97, 98. There's a photo gallery of over 100 photos, hand-chosen from his limited edition collection. And Disc 6, I can't even talk right. gotta do this without like tipping things over, but disc 6 God, disc 6 is a exclusive two-way audio from 1998 Daytona 500, which might be one of the few, if not only, instances where like crew chief thing audio is released like this. So it makes you wonder if this exists. Then I don't know. I was talking about this in my Discord last night, but in one of the Dale documentaries, Richard Childress was talking about like when the crash happened. He was saying like, "Are you okay, Dale? Are you okay?" And then they actually got like an audio clip of Childress saying that. So there is audio file of Childress and I guess Dale talking in that 2001 Daytona 500. There's a whole audio clipping of that somewhere in our Childress's archives or something. I don't know what it is exactly, but Childress was saying that after the red flag, what Tony Stewart's wreck, Senior said something to him that like, if they don't fix these cars, it's gonna kill someone. It's a very chilling, it's a very haunting foreshadowing to come of what happened later. But if there's audio of what Childress was asking if he was okay, and then it makes you wonder if there's audio recording of just the whole race in general when Earnhardt said that. I would love to hear that, or I would just love to hear like the whole thing from 2001 just to kind of get an idea of just how the day was, or if there was any interesting things that occurred. I mean, it seems like there would have been. I don't know. It just morbid curiosity really would want me to find out about it. But this is definitely the best Earnhardt like documentary thing ever. I mean, the way it's presented was absolutely amazing. Just the things that are in here. These still feel brand new because I don't ever really mess with these. And then it also comes with like a spreadsheet of like the results from 1998 Daytona 500 and like this paper here. There's a ton of stuff in here. Like, my God. Yeah, so we have like why is this turning into like me unboxing this? Then we got like this note from this I mean, you got like this like certification letter from November 23rd, 2007. They even give you like a Daytona ticket. I mean, it is absolutely insane, the stuff that you get in here. This is worth the price and then some with the stuff that's in here. Is it a sticker? I don't know, but it even gives you this. Like, that's, I mean, the stuff that's in here, I mean, this is one of those rare instances where it's like, God, I get chills just, I don't know, thinking about this film. I really should talk about it in great detail one day, because it is truly like one of the best like Dale Senior like things ever. That's why when I did my Ever You Like a Dale Senior win, I wanted to include the beginning of the film because I thought it was like I include a couple of segments from the film. Ooh, it's chilling. Because I added this at the end of the video, of the original video, where like that news anchor, like Brian Williams, I believe, he was talking about like how Earnhardt was like an American hero, and he was like racing for the common blue collar folks of America. It was like, that's fucking chills. Oh my God, I don't want to cry on stream. So yeah, that's. Thank you to someone that asked me that shit. I'm sorry for the delay. It's just, oh God. So we got the. God, it's turned into like an unboxing stream. How much did you pay for that? It was actually a Christmas gift, and I don't know what year. I mean, obviously that certification letter thing came in like, it said like November 23rd, 2007. So I don't know if that was when. I mean, the film released in 2006. I'm pretty sure. Like, that's. I mean, I'm gonna double check. Maybe I'm a year off. The Dale. I typed in sale. That's... Okay, never mind. I said 2007. Okay, it is 2007. Okay, it came out February 2007. And then I guess the DVD came out definitely late November, so I guess that makes sense with the timeline of everything. So, yeah, I was wrong. But they gave you a free Daytona 500 ticket, and they didn't let you go. I mean, I guess I could try. I guess I could try to watch all the discs. I definitely did at some point. Definitely not in a long time, though. I'm so happy to see you happy. Yeah, I don't know what it is with how I've been feeling lately. It's been weird. Fun fact, I think this is day number 6 since I haven't taken my Zoloft. And I swear, I feel better not taking them. I don't know what it is. Usually when I stop taking them for like 2 days, I feel really weird. So, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if it's just... Like, I feel like how I did back before I started taking them. Like, back around, like, 2013. But I really... I just feel a lot better. Maybe part of it's because I got stuff that's important to my production. As sad as that sounds. I don't want to sound like I'm like legendary or anything, or like I don't want to make it sound like this is like some top tier studio, but getting that Halo Light, getting those Gigabyte things, like really trying to, you know, I think that helped, and also with just kind of thinking about what I wanted to do lately with the channel, and I don't know, I just felt better than I've ever had. I don't know if it's because I'm not taking a Zoloft anymore. I don't know, it's weird. So now I'm not in any medication. I used to take like something for like my acne, but maybe it's because I'm drinking more water. That could be part of it. I've lost like 10 pounds. I look better. I feel a little better. So this is the best I felt in life in what feels like a while. Definitely in years. I don't know if the Zoloft had something to do with it, or if it just made me really blah. You could probably tell in the next couple of videos I've been recording where I just felt so much better. I just felt different in a good way. I don't know. I'm sorry for rambling. God, I'm not. I usually don't have a whole lot of things to talk about. I don't know why. It's weird. But let's get into it. 70 people watching. Oh my god, thank you for tuning in. I will jump into the freaking race. There's a reason why I'm talking for so long. Because this race is technically really short. It's only like an hour and a half long. So, it's not a really long race. So, I can kind of forgive myself for talking a lot about different things. So, we'll get into the race. I talk long enough. I almost knocked my drink over. So, let's jump into it. It's a 400 lap race. The lap times are like 13 seconds. So, not only is it shorter than Bristol in terms of lap count, lap times are shorter too. So when I was doing a practice race last night, I was expecting maybe a 2-hour race. It was less than that, so it's gonna go by. We'll have Weber here talk here.
EA Sports welcomes you to NASCAR Nextel Cup Series short track racing as you've never seen it before. Maitland, Florida is the site for this extraordinary race as the stars of NASCAR get set to take on this track located inside a football stadium. The action is sure to be great here at Dodge Raceway Stadium as these drivers get strapped in and we get ready to wave the green flag.
Hell of an intro by Mike Weber. I might have to alter the audio because that was really freaking loud. I can see it on my audio. It was really freaking loud. This was like a Moot scream with the... I said scream again. Stream. A Moot scream. Why am I saying... I'm sorry! I never have this much stuff to talk about. I can give myself a leeway here. I have pitting turned on, yes. I'll do some practice laps just to get a gauge on the audio, so chat can figure it out with me. Ah! God, the scheme. We got Robin on the back, which I got, well, before I fanboy, let me know about the audio. Is it alright? I'll do a couple laps here, because I know there's going to be a bit of a stream delay here by, like, 40 seconds, which I wish I knew how to lower that, so maybe the delay is, like, maybe 30 seconds for me. But, you know, we can live with that, as, you know, it looks alright. I mean, like, the audio levels. This game is so freaking hot. I love the back of the car. That was something I asked Sonic Person to add, because I wanted Robin on the back. I want to be looking at her face the whole freaking time. Actually, I should get closer to it. Oh, it's so glorious. The One Piece is real. Hell yeah. The only problem I have, and I guess it might be the emulator, or maybe it's maybe my settings. Once in a while, the game will stutter, and I don't know why. Like, I don't think I have everything. I don't have everything max. I have things. Thought I had everything pretty alright. I don't know if it's just this track or this is just how it is in general, but there's a couple of frame dippages. I don't even know if it's frame dippage, because when I'm testing the game, like, off stream, it was, how do I word it? Because, like, whenever the frames would, or, like, when the game would stutter, the frames never showed any dropping. So it might be more of, like, it might be a different issue. But right now, it's fine. I don't know if it's just, like, this track or what exactly, but yeah. I don't know. Audio for the game is a bit low. Audio's good. That's good to hear. I wish there was a way, like, I guess I can, like, you know, replay a stream or something and, like, kind of, like, get an idea, like, what it sounds like. Right? I don't know if it's just this. That actually sounds pretty good. All right, I guess I'll keep it. That's actually not too bad. There we go. All right, streaming on OBS. It's Streamlabs OBS. Yeah, so I guess the audio's alright. So also, we're going to be tryhards in this race. We're not going to qualify. I'm too much of a badass to not qualify, so it's going to be tough. We have a couple of... Dale Earnhardt's running in this race, hell yeah. So I don't know how I'm going to accurately, like, how are we going to predict winners? I mean, I guess we're just going to have to go by, like, what number corresponds to a real-life driver. If there's no, like, real-life driver counterpart, then I guess we'll swap to something else. Or go by, like, the next highest finisher. So we have to kind of play a little bit of leeway here. But yeah. So also, the reason why I'm racing this track is because this is about the closest thing we have to a Coliseum. It's sort of like this. LA Coliseum is in a, well, it's like a football stadium, and this is kind of like that before it was a thing. So I don't know if NASCAR just watched, or one of them played NASCAR 2005 and thought, like, hey, they're racing in a Coliseum in this game, might as well, not Coliseum, but like a football stadium, so we'll do that in real life. I don't know, it's just funny how this game predicted that, like 18 years later. I don't know what I'm saying. Will I do a Ross Chastain? Probably not. Probably not, but I'm sure everyone's tried it at one point in their lifetime. But yeah, we're just gonna jump into it. It's a 400 lap race. We're starting actually, I don't know if we're gonna. I should just do a fake qualify. So we'll start last. Because I think if I don't qualify and I just jump right into the race, it's going to put me in like 20th or something. So we're just going to like fake qualify. I was looking at chat. But it's okay, you know. I kind of wanted to start last, so this actually works out. Yeah, this track, it's sort of fun to drive in the Cup Series. Usually I never like racing here. There we go. Alright, so now that we're officially starting last. Damn, I didn't think about doing lap wall running. Since Sonic created this car and did so much for helping me get the mods and finding the files and stuff, we're gonna do a wall ride for him. You could have just... No, because, if I skip, it's gonna put me like 21st. Okay, so maybe a wall ride doesn't work here. The corners might be too long for this. Yeah, I don't think the wall ride works as efficiently here as you would think. My lap times were like a 13.1 or 12.9, so, oh my god, yeah, we're going a bit slower. Okay. Okay, so we confirmed that it does not work. I mean, it works, but you're not faster doing that, so I learned that now. Yeah, it definitely didn't work. I thought it was going to work a little bit better, but I was wrong. Why are you wiping? No! I didn't even think of that. Yeah, Robin's face is on that side of the car. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm sorry. It's Robin's birthday too, and that's... Oh my god. Ugh. But I was more worried about the back, because that Robin's face is on the back. I was more thinking about not damaging that. Damn. Good point. I got nothing. Let's just get to the race. Let me drink more water for good measure. Alright. Let's get into this. We're starting shotgun on the field. 400 laps. The journey begins to try to win this race. I want to try to get through everyone as cleanly as possible. Obviously, these back markers shouldn't be too bad to get around. But something I was noticing off camera when I was testing this yesterday. Ooh, alternate Jeff Burns scheme. I didn't know if with this mod if you would still get like alternate schemes, but that's really cool that it still happens. Also, who's the number 84 car? Well, I guess with the mod they couldn't really replace the fantasy driver names with, you know, the driver names that were, you know, the real life equivalent. But it is it's supposed to be Kyle Busch's 84 Cup Series car, or it's his Busch. No, because no, that doesn't. No, because he ran a couple of races in 2004 in the 84 car, so that's where that number comes from. God, it's just so cool to get like these updated textures. It definitely makes it. It just helps. I was playing this game a couple days ago with just the normal like schemes, and yeah, this definitely helps. Especially on an emulator where you can upscale all the graphics normally, and then you add in like the updated schemes. Yeah, it's just for a game that's almost 20 years old. It is 19 years old. It still actually looks pretty damn good on an emulator like this. And this is not even on like the max settings. Like if it was like, if I had a beefier PC, this would probably look even better. So it's pretty damn good, all things considered. But yeah, so far we're just kind of moving up through the field. A lot of these people in the back shouldn't be too hard to pass. The only problem is, as the run goes on, it's gonna get really confusing. What cars are a lap down, which ones are on lead lap? Because this game doesn't really have. Is that an alternate Bobby Labonte scheme that I just never knew of? I've never seen that before. Huh. I've never seen that. I guess I haven't gone through all the schemes thoroughly to figure that out. Yeah, we're just moving up. I mean, we're actually moving up through the field pretty well. The only problem is, like I was trying to say, is as the race goes on, it's going to get really hard to figure out who's on lead lap and who isn't, because there's nothing. This game, as much as I like the game, this is the first where there's features being taken away. Because remember in Thunder 4, you can pause the game and look in race stats, and you can see who's on lead lap and who isn't. And even during cautions, it would kind of show that sometimes. So this game removes that feature, which, I mean, if you're doing long races, and especially at short tracks like this, it gets really confusing. You know, who you're racing around, if they're even for position or not, because there's no real way to know. So there's a couple of things with this game that they take away, which obviously doesn't make it as better. It doesn't make it better than Thunder 04, I think, just because the couple things they add, they take things away. Like, if they expanded on what NASCAR Thunder 04 had, and not take anything away, and the other thing, too, is with the tire pressures. Not tire pressure, but the tire wear for the AI is non-existent, so if you, for example, if you want to experience, like, how broken the game can get, or just how unfair it can be, race at Dover or Homestead, and you will see. At first, you'll start to run alright, and then as the run goes on, your tire wear, I mean, kicks in, you definitely start to fall off. But then, why am I getting Discord bloops? Maybe it's... Oh, with Opera... I gotta fix that somehow, because on Opera GX, you can have, like, a couple, like, Facebook Messenger and, like, Google or Discord, like, as, like, instant things you can click on to go right to it. I don't really need that, because, I mean, I already have the extension, or the app. So I really shouldn't have that. But yeah, when you go through like a long run, you'll start to see that fall off, and it's really kind of horseshit. If you saw it in Mertz's stream, people were saying, I remember people were saying like in his chat that, you know, he was like faking it, or they didn't understand, like, I don't know, because Mertz was having a horrible time with it, and he was really trying to reiterate that he's not doing this on purpose. He's not trying to, like, it is truly just that bad. Considering, you know, this is what I do for a living, and I, you know, grew up with NASCAR 05, and I did a Let's Play series on it. I know firsthand that Homestead's, like, comically broken with the fall off, and it's just one really, really glaring problem. It's just weird, you know, you had something that was functional in Thunder 04 with the tire fall off. It made sense, and then they took it away. It's like the drive model is almost the same. The game's engine is pretty much the same as NASCAR Thunder 04. So it's weird that they just removed it. I have no idea. That's why this game is not on the same, like, caliber as, like, NASCAR Thunder 03 and 04, just because of those weird things that they took away. But yeah, enough with me ranting about Thunder 04. Also, we had horrible corn there, so we might lose the spot here. Ooh, no, alright, we got it. We're good. So Harvick's leading by 5 seconds. This is going to be about where we'll, I think, stall out. It's going to be a lot harder to move up through the field, I think, once we get around the top 10, which that's where we're at. It seemed like, from what I was doing yesterday, there will be 2 pit stops. And as, you know, as alright the track is, the AI are getting around here pretty alright. When it comes to pit sequences, they're really broken. They always wreck themselves getting down the pit road, or they run themselves out of fuel and they just, like, stop. It's weird. So there's some level of jank to this that we'll probably encounter at some point. You know what, to be honest, Chris in chat, it probably would be possible to mod Thunder 04 if it was on, like, the GameCube, because this is like the Dolphin emulator, which is primarily used for, like, GameCube and Wii games. If Thunder 04 was, you know, on GameCube, then it probably would be possible to mod it. And not like I guess mod it in the sense of like adding just adding new textures so they look as crisp and clean as like something like this. Yeah, because Thunder 4 was never released for GameCube. That's, you know, that's why. It kind of sucks. Ooh, almost contact. As you'll see, it's getting harder to kind of figure out who's a lap down, who isn't. I can't talk. So we got Dale Sr. running 5th. So I guess that could be equated to like Austin Dillon. I don't know. We got Harvick leading, so I guess that could be, I don't know, real life Harvick. What happens if I win? Like, I guess we'll just have to go to like the next like highest, like, just running driver, I guess. Also, another thing too with this this track, lap traffic's obviously a big factor, but there's a way to kind of manipulate the AI to kind of so you can get by them a little bit easier. I don't know when I'll be able to show it because it just kind of happens, and right now we're not really dealing with that just yet. I think it'll happen when we're like single file, but when there's, you know, a car that's like single file in front of me and they go up the, it's gonna be hard to show, but you can kind of like bait them to go up high going in the corner because they act like they're like trying to block you, and then you can just cut down low and get the spots. So there's a way to kind of cheese the system a little bit. Oh my god, did they have the Sonic sponsor on Earnhardt's car on the bottom right of the thing? Oh, they do! Oh, that's cool. That's a detail that's never in these other NASCAR games, because, yeah, Earnhardt got that Sonic sponsor, I guess a few days before the 500 or something like that. I don't remember the backstory behind it, but yeah. And the sad thing is, well, funny thing is I always paid attention to that random part of the car. And it's only because when I was little, I always thought it was cool he had like a Burger King sponsor on the bottom of the car. And that's what got me into liking Burger King, was just through Earnhardt having that tiny little sponsor on the back of the car. So I would always pay attention to that. So when I was little, I was like disappointed that Burger King wasn't on there in 2001. Like originally there was nothing there. Then there was Sonic, and I noticed that. I remember the most random shit, but we did get by him, so that cracks us into the top 5. That was a terrible corner. Yeah, we're 5 seconds back. Let's get somebody DNF'd, I guess. Well, I guess they got out of the racing surface. They're on pit road. I guess they're good. Kind of like how I passed 11 there. I kind of was, you know, going up high, and he just blocks that for some reason, so he enters the corner like up really high, so that I'm able to kind of cut down low and get the pass made that way. So there's your game facts, tips and tricks at this track. Well, JC, I don't have a Sonic near me, so I never could really relate to Sonic. Well, that Sonic, not Sonic the Hedgehog, but just the restaurant. I don't have one near me. We're closing in on Harvick a little bit, though. Ooh. See, I don't know what it is with the game. Sometimes it just does that where I don't even think it's the game. That's just more maybe my emulator. I might have to still fudge with the PC settings or the emulator settings so it runs a little smoother. I got tested at other tracks too, because I don't know if it's just like a Dodge Raceway like exclusive problem or it's just like this all around. But every once in a while, it'll just kind of stutter a little bit. So don't worry if that happens. That's not the stream. I mean, I guess it's not the stream buffering. That's on my end too. So we're 5th. I think Junior's 4th. Newman might be 3rd. After that, I think Tony Stewart's up there. He did lead a couple laps in the beginning. No, Newman's not for position. Okay, never mind. Did you get your RAM situation figured out? I did. I talked about it in the earlier in the stream. Obviously I did figure it out, because if I didn't figure it out, I wouldn't be streaming right now or doing anything. I guess to make a long story short, I figured out from AJ in the comments that I need to really like press down on the thing to like clamp it in, which I was afraid to do that. It just seemed like I was gonna break it or do. I was just too much of a baby. I was just too afraid. But once I did that, you know, it worked. The only problem is where the fan's positioned in there. If you saw the video, the way the fan's positioned, like the AMD logo on the bottom of the fan is like overlapping one of the Gigabyte sticks, like stick slot. I don't know what to call it, but it's like blocking it. So I can't even put all 4 of them in there. I only have to put 3. So I technically have 24 gigs now instead of the 30 or 16 that I had. It just sucks that I can't really maximize my performance because of that, so it's kind of horseshit. That I can blame the Geek Squad for and how they positioned it, because with a fan like that just goes on top of the processor, I don't think you need to position the fan in a specific way to cool the processor down. So I don't know why they did that. That just makes no sense unless they were doing that in hopes that like I would have to go back down there and ask them to fix it so they can, you know, charge more money out of the customer. That's my only tinfoil hat theory. It's either something as malicious as that, or just something as innocent as they just, you know, positioned it wrong. And I don't know which one I would rather believe. Also, we're 3rd. I don't even know who I passed for position there. I was on a rant. So I think Stewart has to be 2nd, so that's another person we have to watch out for. Harvick obviously is leading. So Stewart, I guess he's still pretty close to leader if I had to assume. The only thing that would make this race really interesting is if there's no yellows. Oh. That's the only thing I would think that would make this race really interesting, because I'm just worried that the yellow is going to kind of make things easier whenever that happens, because the AI can never get down pit road properly here. Because if it just goes green the whole way, this would be really tough, because I'm not that much faster than leaders. I am a little bit faster, but I mean, considering we had about like almost a 6-second deficit or 5.5-second deficit to leader at one point. And then, I mean, as the run goes on, our tires will fall off. But it's not as egregious as other tracks. Like, the fall-off's not as massive. So you can still run lap times relative to, you know, your fastest laps. So the AI aren't just like all of a sudden going to start running, you know, multiple, like, you know, half a second or 0.7 of a second faster. So it's unironically decently balanced through just pure luck, I guess. Because technically, the more you run, the longer of a run you go, you know, your tires burn off more, your lap times fall off. But it doesn't really do that here, which weirdly enough works in the game's favor with how they coded the AI tire wear to be basically non-existent. So I don't know. We're closing. We're almost halfway through our fuel run, roughly. We're pretty close to it. We're under 2 seconds back. Stewart just took the lead from Harvick. Harvick and Stewart having an epic battle up there. I don't see System of a Down play chops. Oh my god. Wasn't there supposed to be something like this last year at the Coliseum where System of a Down was going to play? That would be freaking amazing. I would love that. What they're doing for the Clash this year is even weirder because, like, during cautions, they're going to be, like, playing music and stuff. It's just... I don't know how I feel about that. Like, when the actual race is going on, I want, like, just, you know, focus on the race and not have it be, like, a musical spectacle during every yellow. They have to have music play. It just doesn't feel right. Also, Harvick and Kurt are rivals in this game. I never really noticed that. I don't know what... I can't remember what happened between the two. Because this game kind of recreates rivals based on, like, previous seasons. So you'll have, like, Rusty Wallace and Jeff Gordon not like each other. Which makes sense. And then you have this one where it's, like, you know, certain drivers will have, like a lot more, rival points with someone. So I wonder what happened in 2003 for that to happen. Because this is like back in like 2010, 2011. That was like early 2012. Where there was a fan video called like Kurt Busch Rageaholic, and it compiled all of his rage moments, which was like an hour-long video. And from 2003, I don't think I recall anything between him and Harvick, so unless it's something else, I don't know what it's referencing. So I don't know. Anyways, we're only about a second and a half away from the leaders, so we're doing work. And pitting is going to happen. I mean, we're going to be hitting halfway on fuel around lap 93. But the AI pit a lot sooner than that. It's around like lap 150. So we'll kind of see how it plays out. Queen Latifah is gonna beatbox. What the? That's a stupid. Just get like archive footage of Michael Jackson beatboxing. That would be better. Because there's like a whole compilation of that. Also, we're about to get second here. And gotta be careful on that apron because it makes you slippery. And there we go, P2. Under a second back from Harvick. We're halfway on fuel, so I was right. Yeah, there's like a whole compilation of Michael Jackson beatboxing, which is insane. Like he did it. He basically did it as just a means to like construct his music. He wasn't doing it as like because he doesn't read or write. He doesn't like read music or anything. So he basically had to like, you know, beatbox to like make the sounds he would need to tell like producers and stuff like how to. And he did it so casually. Also, we just got the lead really casually. Just pretty freaking sweet. I definitely didn't expect it in this first green flag run. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if we're gonna be able to pull away from Stewart. I know the car is pretty good, but I don't know if it's just like that we could pull away like multiple seconds away or anything. Also, we're not really hitting the apex of the corner as ideally as I would like to have. Ooh, he tried. He tried. Nope. Can't keep a good waifu down. I don't. Yeah, Kyle Pace gonna block. That's what I kind of mean about how you kind of like bait them to go up high a little bit, and then they kind of overdrive the corner, or they just don't get back down to the bottom, and they can kind of cut down low. So it kind of works out that way. Oh! Gave Robin a bit of a hit there. I don't think there's actual visible damage from what I can tell, so I think we're good. Harvick just took over second from Stewart, so that's scary. Oh my god, the 4Kids dub One Piece. That, oh god. That's crazy. I mean, the legacy of that show, or like the dub of the One Piece 4Kids dub. I mean, it accomplished something. It accomplished being so bad that it's remembered. That dub is such a abomination for how much they censored the material. It's disgusting. They gave, you know what, in the 4Kids dub, they gave Robin a southern, like southern cowboy-ish type of voice. All because she wore a fucking cowboy hat. That's not so. Oh my god. She would say like howdy and like just no. That's not what the character's supposed to sound like. She's not supposed to be like southern and like it sound like a cowboy. It's, oh my god, it's so stupid. Oh my god, you can find clips of it online. It is just dreadful. I mean, they took the simplistic approach of just voices, and they're just like, oh, well, she has a cowboy hat on, so I guess she's just, she's southern, even though if you listen to the original, like, sub, it doesn't sound like that at all. It just sounds like a person. God, I hate that. That trigger. I'm getting swayed just thinking about it. Because the reason why she wears, like, those hats, there's actually, like, it's not like a confirmed, like, significance, but there's a pretty major implication of why she would wear them. And it's actually kind of, like, really smart, or I guess really clever, if you understand, like, the context of the character. So, it's, honestly, I mean, it makes sense. Oda is very, very particular when it comes to character designs, outfits. Like, they're very reflective on the character to an extent. Nami's a really good example. I'm not even making a joke. This is not me this is not me being hyperbolic. But Nami's tattoo and like what that represents and everything, that has more character weight and emotion to it than any Naruto girl. I can confirm that. I rewatched that series twice. One Piece girls are just on a whole other tier. Like, they truly are. Of all the tattoos I would want in the world, Nami's tattoo with the pinwheel mixed with the tangerine, I would love to have that. That's not even, no jokes, no sympathy. What? No sarcasm. I would love to have that. Also, there's smoke there. I don't know what happened. It wasn't for me. But yeah, there's honestly, if you think like a Robin character analysis series would be like this long and in depth, Nami's would probably be even longer because she's been in the story a lot more. She's more of a relevant character. She's definitely more, I guess, like there would be even more stuff to talk about her. I mean, she was basically introduced in the series like chapter 4. And she's been like an integral part of the story since basically the beginning. And almost every arc like features her to some extent. While Robin wasn't introduced to about like chapter 100. And there was a good and like even in Alabasta, like where she's still kind of like a villain, she's not really like the main focus. She's more of like a side character thing. So she's not, like, in every chapter since then. So it's like she appears in a couple chapters around, like, 113. And then she's gone for quite a while and then comes back. And then it's kind of like a recurring thing. But then, before a time skip happens, there's almost a good 100 chapters where she's just... Not 100, but maybe, like, 60, 70 chapters where she's not in it. Then we get to, like, Whole Cake Island, which... That was like 80 chapters, and this is back when One Piece was doing like every 3 weeks there would be a break. So like they would be like there would be chapters 3 weeks in a row, and then there would be a break. So a chapter that like the arc was like 80 chapters. It spanned from like chapter 802 to 902 or something. It was a lot. No, it was like 802 to... No, it was like 828 to like 902 or something. So that's like 75 chapters. So that's almost 2 years of like of material in the manga where she's just not there. I mean, Nami's like more of an integral part to that arc. So yeah, like if you thought there would be a lot to say about Robin, Nami's would be even more. Because she's just one of the original 5 in the series. Like, she would, if a Robin announced the series would be like 10, 12 hours long, Nami's might be like 20. Like, I'm not, like, it'll be that insane. But yeah, all because I would love to have a tattoo of that, like, tangerine pinwheel design. I feel like that's simple enough to where, like, any tattoo artist could probably, you know, recreate that pretty easily. That's, like, maybe the one tattoo I would ever want. That's it. That's probably all. I'm not really like a tattoo person, but I could make some exceptions for Nami because she's up there in the echelon of greatness. So as you're kind of seeing, I'm not really able to pull away. I mean, there was a couple of times where I got to maybe like a 0.3 of a second lead, but yeah, they're pretty tough. They're keeping up with me, so I just can't pull away. It's probably because, you know, at this point in the run my tires are falling off, the car's not handling as good, so probably has a factor in it. I'm going on such like weeb. Oh my god. Going on such like weeb tangents. I'm sorry. This is a NASCAR stream. I gotta talk about NASCAR. They added the Coliseum in Rivals. They added the Coliseum in NASCAR Rivals. It's called Martinsville. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, I love it when chat has. I love it when chat is funnier than me. Most traumatic memory in my life. I don't... God damn. I'm trying to think. Traumatic. There might be two. One of them when I was really young. This was maybe when I was like 4 years old. It was... I think it was... I don't know if it was Christmas Day or what. But I was 4 years old. I woke up and I didn't know where my parents were, so I was like terrified. I was like scared that I was like home by myself or something happened. So I was running down the steps wondering where they were. I slipped and fell, and I fell down like a dozen things of stairs. I felt like I remember I did like I felt like I did like a backflip. That was bad. That hurt. That was painful. I remember that. I was like 4, so I don't know why I thought, you know, just I woke up. I was like, oh my god, where's everyone? I don't know why I thought that. I was so stupid. Another one was, I got, like, in a really bad sleigh riding accident. This is a little more recent. I think it was, like, 2012, I think. But I was sliding, in my toboggan, my inflatable toboggan. I went down a hill, and I went too fast down it, because at the bottom of it, there's a swing set. And I just didn't think about it. Also, Earnhardt's second. I just noticed that. How did he get to second? Why is he so fast? No, I don't want Austin Dillon to win this race in real life. That's gonna... Ew. Ew. Oh my god, that's not how you take that corner. That was awful. Alright, we're gonna be able to cross him over here. Actually, no, he's a lap down. Okay, never mind. Unless he pitted. Alright, well, never mind. No, oh, he was... Okay, he is for position. Okay, I don't even know if he led that lap. But the sleigh riding accident. So I went down a hill in my inflatable toboggan. I hit a swing set. But that not just a... I didn't just, like, the toboggan hit the swing set, that was it. No. No. I decided, hey, I'm going to hit it at the worst angle possible. And I became a living tripod for at least half a second. I hit it with my back. So, I mean, the hit was so violent, it flung a glove off. And the back of my hand, like my wrist, I felt the back of my wrist hit the back of my ankle. Like, that's how much my body, like, contorted. And it hurt. I mean, it was so bad to the point I don't know if I was bedridden for a week, but I was in pain for a good solid week. The pain was so bad, I really genuinely thought I might have, like, broke or fractured a bone or chipped something. I mean, it was that bad. And honestly, in hindsight, I probably should have gone to a doctor and had it looked at or something. But I didn't. It just kind of healed. I just took a bunch of Motrin, and it seemed like it healed, and everything was fine beyond that. Oh my god. Yeah, that's the thing I'm worried about with them pitting, because I don't want to pit and get pinned a lap down unless I absolutely have to pit, or if the leaders pit behind me. So that's my plan. Oh my god, did you hear that crunch? That poor 46 car just got, like, annihilated. And this is why I'm staying out, just to be safe. So far, shockingly, they're all getting in and out of pit road without really any problems. That's kind of lucky. Surprised it. Oh my god, that 33 and 49 almost made contact. That would have been bad. I think Earnhardt's still staying out, so I guess we'll just stay out with them. So I think we can go for quite a ways without pitting. Right around, like, what, lap 186 as we're halfway into lap 93, so that should be right when we need a pit. Yeah, that sleigh riding accident was bad. I mean, I don't know if that was the start of the back problems, but when I worked at Roadhouse last year, or maybe a little bit over a year ago now, I was dealing with, like, a lot of back problems, so I was thinking maybe it stemmed from that. And it was so bad to the point where it was just getting really hard to work. Even just, like, taking Motrin and stuff, it still didn't really fix it. And it would be, like, kind of like a sharp pain down my back. I ended up going to a doctor. I actually got x-rays for it. And it turned out that there was inflammation back there. Nothing broken, so at least that's good. But, yeah, nothing Nothing broken. It just seemed like there was just an inflamed part of my back, like a lump or some kind of like muscle that might have been injured or something. Also, Earnhardt went down pit road, so I should have pitted that lap, which I'm definitely gonna pit because this car has definitely gone bad. It's finally hit the. Yeah, we're gonna pit. We're a lap ahead of everyone. I guess all the pit cycles are just gonna go through normally. So yeah, 4 tires stop. We'll be out and away, repair whatever damage we need. That was really good. Solid first run. What webcam do I use? It's a Logitech C920. My bitrate is around 3,000. Trust me, I would love to have it like higher, but this seems to be about the limit with my internet provider, so that's why it's kind of the way it is. I wish it was better. But yeah, thank you, MMCS. Huh. Oh yeah, hello. That was a good pit stop. God, my freaking hands hurt. Because, like, you're basically turning so often, it's just... Ugh. How do I have a 12-second lead? What? Oh, I'm 7. Oh my god, I'm almost a lap down. Oh god, that's not good. I stayed out for too long. That's my problem. Well, it's just a double-edged sword. If I pitted early, there could have been a chance I would have been a lap down with the yellow. And every time I raced here, even back in like NASCAR 05, like regular like career mode stuff, there would always be a yellow for pitting. I almost kind of expected it to happen. So the fact that it did happen here is kind of shocking. So now I am put in a pretty horrific hole right now. I mean, even if this run goes entirely green again, I don't think I can make up 12 seconds. I don't think I can just... I was lucky to gain like 5 or 6 during that cycle, so... Yeah, I don't know what to do. I mean, I was kind of damned if I do and damned if I don't type of situation. But as long as I stay ahead of them, should be okay. I am not playing it on the PS2. It's actually the Dolphin emulator. Hence is why I have like a custom scheme. That's why all the textures of like the race cars look a little bit different. They're a lot crisper and cleaner. So it's on an emulator. I do have the original NASCAR 05 on PS2 though. I actually did a Let's Play series on that. Some long time ago in a galaxy far away. So if you want to watch that, it's on the channel. In fact, I've done just about every single career mode of a NASCAR game from like 2001. Did NASCAR Thunder 2002, Thunder 03, Thunder 04, NASCAR 05, NASCAR 06. I've done Dirt Daytona, NASCAR 07, NASCAR 8, NASCAR 8 on the PS2 and 360, NASCAR 09 on the 360. I'm going to get to the PS2 sometime in April or something. And then I've done obviously NASCAR 2011, 2012. Have not done NASCAR Inside Line 2013 like Steam Edition. Though it's basically the same as Inside Line, though I guess I could do that someday just for the hell of it. I've done NASCAR 14 and 15, NASCAR Heat Evolution, Heat 2, 3, 4, and 5, and Ignition. So I've done just about every single NASCAR game that has like a career mode in it. I need to get to the older games, which I have NASCAR 2000, I have NASCAR 99, 98, I don't have NASCAR 97 or like 96. And for whatever reason on like the PS2, I mean I could play them, but I can't like save them with like a typical memory card. So I think I would have to get a PS3, because the PS3, it not only is it backwards compatible, but you can also do like save files through that. So that's kind of like a whole other saga I'll have to get to one day. No, I haven't done NASCAR Sim Racing for PC. I don't really think it has like a career mode or anything. Or Thunder 04 for PC. Oh god. Ugh. That's just gross. I remember I think I have that disc somewhere, but yeah, it's ugh. I don't know if I want to do that. That game is not good at all. I guess I should say like console games. I've done just about like every single one of them that had a career mode in it. And it's a moniker and a badge I wear with honor. I don't think much people care about that, but I do, and that's what matters most. It actually has it. Oh, it does. Okay, that's interesting then. I didn't know about that. Well, the good news is I've gained about 3 seconds on Stewart, so the gap is definitely going down. I have no idea where 5th is, unless that's Ali Saller for position. I don't know. His AI is pretty good in this game, so it wouldn't surprise me if he's running 5th. Oh, hit Brennan Goff. Hey, hello BC Wizzle. Thanks for being sticking around, being a member for 7 consecutive months. Damn. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. And for the message, too. That's pretty cool. Hope all is well. I think all is well on my half. Or on my end. On my half. What? Should have said on my behalf. Yeah, I think I'm doing alright. I was mentioning in the stream a little bit ago. I've almost been like a full week without my Zoloft, and it's about the best I've felt in a really long time, and it's really, really strange. I've not felt like this in ages. It's really weird. Maybe the Zoloft just made me too blasé, or just really, maybe it messed with me more than I thought. This is how I could be feeling like. I don't know. It's odd. Like, even in the videos I've been recording lately, it's hard to describe, and I don't know if anyone that watches videos can pick up on it, but I feel like I have a little more, I feel more livelier, if that's even a thing. I don't know, it's strange. If you watch, like, the World of Outlaws Dirt thing, I think that was one of the first ones I did without taking Zoloft, and especially, like, Part 53 and Part 47 at, like, NASCAR Rivals, like, when you start seeing those, I noticed there's a little bit a difference. I don't know if it's like a massive difference or if any fan can pick up on it. I just yeeted Robbie Gore. I'm sorry, but I do feel better, and it's really strange because I really needed that Zoloft stuff for a long time. How much does it? Being a channel member is not that expensive, so I don't think you would need to wait for like a tax return to do it. Basically, it has 2 tiers. Tier 1 I think is $1.99, and then the tier 2 is the $5 one. So that's all up to you on which one you would want. There's no real difference between the two, like in terms of perks. There's just both the same. But hey, if you want to do that tier 2 and just, give that extra little bit to support a content creator, then, be my guest. But that, again, at the end of the day, that's all up to you. I guess I should make it like a I can't talk. Like a slight tier difference. Like maybe tier 2 exclusively gets like the early access to videos, and tier 1 just kind of gets like the channel emotes. But I don't know. I mean, I feel bad to do that to already like existing members, so I don't know what to do with that. I might just have to leave it alone. Just I don't want to be like screwing anyone over. Fans of, oh my god, how is no one wanting that Kurt car? I don't understand that. Hey, hello 8-Bit, thanks for tuning in, I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to win in what could quite possibly be the most awesomest looking paint scheme in this game. Is there bias involved? Probably. But I'm so happy about this scheme. Sonic is an absolute... He lived up to his name. He was fast with creating this scheme. I mean, I don't know how he did it, but it's really cool that he did this with me in mind. It really butters my bread. '84 is the only. No, you got Kevin Harvick. That's another one. He's in this race, so that's not. He's not the only one. So I know Earnhardt's for 5th. I think Kenseth is for 4th. I think. I'm not positive. I guess we'll find out here once we pass him. No, he is not for position. Earnhardt's definitely for position, so that cracks us back in the top 5. We're actually starting to close in on Stewart. I'm actually really confused how this works, because when I was in the lead, I really couldn't pull away from Stewart. But now that I'm behind him, I'm actually closing in on him. I don't know if there's, like, speed comp in this game, or the AI just are really fast when you're leading, or how, I don't know how that all works. But something fishy is definitely going on. I'm amazed I've gained this much amount. I've gained about 8 seconds. Also, we passed Dale Jr., so I guess he's for position. No, as I was thinking about it, I probably should just get that Kurt car. I mean, it's just been, no one's wanting it for such a long time. I feel like I think it's just meant to be. And also, I can think of it as a tax write-off, because I'll probably make a video talking about it, because and showing the carts. Honestly, I think it's pretty cool that just it exists with his signature and everything. So, I can make a video out of it. It'll be beneficial to the business. So I think it's just a win-win for everyone. Fandom gets paid, and I can use that as tax price. You know what? I probably should just get it. I should just get the damn thing already. This much time has gone by. No one else has offered to get it. I should just purchase it. Yeah, I don't know how you want to do that, because you had you wanted it like the money to be paid through something that I don't think I have, or you wanted the money to be like mailed to you, and then you would ship it out. I don't know what the process is, or if anything changed since the last time I heard about it, but I guess I'll just go out Monday. I don't know what the hell I'll do, but I'll just ship out whatever you need on Monday, and because I was already going to go out Monday anyways, so I'll just... Mercury. I don't have that. I don't know what that is. I guess it's like a PayPal, but different. So, do I just have to, like, make an account there and then... I guess send you whatever the amount you need, and then... That's it, and then you'll ship it, or I don't know. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did mess. I gotta refresh my memory and look at that again. So the AI get a speed. You know what? That doesn't surprise me. That would actually make a lot of sense, because it was really weird how they were actually able to keep up with me pretty well. Now that I was like 12 seconds behind, I've gained 9 seconds. That just doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't think I've gotten any bit faster since this green flag run or anything. I just kind of like ran them down. So this game must have some like automatic like built-in speed comp or something. That's weird. Some people pitting early, which makes sense because we are getting into, they could definitely make it to the end on fuel if they pit now, so they're doing a little bit short pitting, which normally wouldn't really be a problem. It just, I don't trust this AI in this game to wreck themselves getting down the pit road of this track, so I'm just going to stay out as long as I can. So we're third. I'm assuming Harvick's second if I had to guess. Though I don't see Harvick, so I don't know who's actually running second now. Again, this is the point where it starts getting really confusing on who's running what position, because I don't know. Okay, I guess it was Jimmy Johnson. Alright, well, never mind. Well, the game is thinking like a 20 car will win, so it'll be Christopher Bell. I guess that wouldn't be too much of a shock, considering how good he was at nearing the end of the season. So I guess that wouldn't be too much of a surprise. Phew! Oh my god, that's like the worst time to sneeze, is right getting into it. Actually, didn't hurt me as bad as I thought. That could have been really bad. I actually, in NASCAR 06, this is like near the end of the series, so I think it was like around, it was at Atlanta. I sneezed and it made me DNF. Oh my god, that was so funny. Never had anything like that happen. So we're closing in on Tony Stewart, almost a second. I mean, the fact that we closed in from 12 seconds, I mean, he was almost about to lap me. And I was able to get back to him in about 90 laps, maybe? That's not too bad. For a track like of this size, it's pretty good. Well, I'm sorry, Kyle Petty. I mean, I don't know what you want out of me. kind of amazed how well we're running. I really expected this to be really, really... I mean, I guess it has been... I mean, they definitely not made it easy. For the most part, we've done pretty good.
This just proves Bleach is better than One Piece #smoke.
Who the hell said that? That's a bunch of crap. Tony Stewart? What? How is Tony Stewart super chatting me while racing? I don't know who Tony Stewart is, but thank you for the $14. I appreciate that. I don't think I appreciate that you said Bleach is better than One Piece. I think I will vehemently... Wait, that's not a word. I would adamantly disagree. Oh my god, I just sent it in that corner. That was not nice. We'll get the spot though. Thoughts on the Fate series? I think I saw the 2006 version, which I didn't really like that much. But I've heard that the, I guess the remake version of it is really good. I don't know much about it. The only thing I think I know about it is the Saber's voice actress in the original, like, 2006 one was voiced by Sakura, so that's kind of cool. Like, Tidbit from Naruto, so it's kind of neat. But I don't know if this, like, the voice actresses carried over from the original one to the remake. I haven't seen it. I've heard about it. But the original 2006 one, it didn't really entice me all too much, and I kind of dropped it at one point. But maybe the remake's really good. So have not seen it. But yeah, I have not seen Bleach. I've seen maybe a handful of episodes. What bugs me about how Bleach is the ending. It just seemed really rushed, and it just seemed like Jump just wanted to get rid of them, which is kind of crappy, considering you had a story that's 700 plus chapters and it ends in a way that doesn't feel very satisfying. They just kind of wanted the series to get out the door, and it kind of rubs me the wrong way. So it's just like kind of defeats the purpose of me wanting to even get invested in the story if it's not going to end in a proper way. Like, if One Piece ends in a way that's unsatisfactory and it's just like they rush it, yeah, I think I'll be pretty freaking pissed. And also, I don't know, just One Piece's world building's on a whole other scale. The level of foreshadowing, Bleach just isn't quite on that level. I mean, maybe you can argue maybe the art would be better. Oh my god, Stuart. But Oda's art, I mean, it's pretty freaking amazing in the manga. Like, good lord. I mean, that's insane. Like, it's insanely good. So, I don't know. And also, from everything I've heard, the female cast, while hot, I don't think has the same level of depth and nuance like the One Piece girls do. But again, I'm kind of... Oh, God. I'm kind of saying this with not knowing much about Bleach, so I could be misrepresenting some stuff. And I could be wrong, but I love One Piece so much. It's going to be hard to find a show that might be able to top it. The only couple shows I think would make sense if someone said is better would be something like Hunter x Hunter and Fullmetal Alchemist. I can kind of accept that. Because those are like legendary tier shows. So I can understand that. Also, we're having one hell of a battle for a lead now. See, now that I passed Tony Stewart, now he's like keeping up with me relatively. Like, how? I'm not really driving any differently, or my lap times aren't drastically slower. So I don't. Ugh, that was a bad corner. Bowling Long shows you finished were Dragon Ball Z, Yu Hakusho. Those are all really good ones. Though I think the problem with One Piece is just, I think maybe because this was the issue for me before I started watching it, was it's very intimidating to get into it, because you look at the episode count, look at how many chapters there are, it is it is a lot. But the way I approached it was kind of like how I try to approach really any series, is kind of know about, well, maybe not every series, but like the anime. What I did is I looked up like filler guide lists, so I know like what episodes to skip. Cause there's episodes and filler arcs that you can like skip. There's about maybe 100 of them that you can just not watch, and that helps. And also just knowing, and basically just taking it one arc at a time. In the early episodes, the arcs aren't really that long. It's very small scale type of stuff. So, and also I feel like the anime doesn't start as good as it should. The manga is like really, really good. It basically starts you with the entire like backstory of Luffy's character and understanding what made him the person he is up to the point in the story, and it's really good. The first episode doesn't start off like that. In fact, episode 1 covers like chapter 2 or 3, and then episode 4 covers chapter 1. So I think I think that's maybe the biggest problem, is how it starts, which understandably I think would turn a lot of people off or make them kind of confused or may not want to continue. I can completely understand that, because years ago, this might have been like 2014 or 15, I watched One Piece. I got to about maybe the first like 15 episodes, and I was just like, I'm not really getting it. I'm not really feeling it. I'm just not really, I don't understand what the hype's all about. But what I ended up doing is I just kind of reset myself like years later. It's like 5 years later after that point. And I started watching it, and I was just like, okay, this is how many episodes are in this arc. I'm just going to watch this many and see what I'll do. And I just kind of took it from there, just one little bit at a time. And I kind of changed my perception of the show, where I was going into it thinking like, okay, let's not go into it thinking this is going to be like, you know, setting the world on fire. Let's just go into it and with just really no expectation, ignore about like the context behind it, just how much of a legendary like juggernaut the series is, and just kind of go into it with like really simple, you know, expectations. And because the series starts off on such a innocently small scale, it's crazy to think how big it gets as it goes. But I think the biggest problem is just how the anime starts. If it just started with adapting chapter 1, I think that would probably give a lot of people a better incentive to watch the show. Because chapter 1 is a phenomenal introduction of the world, his character, what led him to the point, what motivated him to become a pirate, his connection with Shanks. All that stuff is in chapter 1, and it's a brilliant introduction to the series. Which is a shame that the anime doesn't really do that, and it kind of just starts in a weird spot. That's my only thing. I can get why people... Boy, am I going on a tangent. I'm sorry. What is that car? It's a fan-made custom car that Sonic made. In my Discord, there's a screenshot of like the scheme and stuff. This is what he created, which that's why I'm driving it, because he made it for me. It's pretty freaking cool. I love it. That's why. What does the bumper say? It says One Piece Odyssey, which is a game that came out about a month ago on Steam, Xbox One, PS4, I believe the PS5 and Xbox, or PS5 and Xbox Series X, I believe. So yeah, it came out about a month ago. I like it. I have a couple of problems with the game, but it definitely is one of the better One Piece games that we've had in quite a while. Really, my biggest problem with it is just it's really, really padded. Like, I got through, like, I'm on, like, Chapter 2. And Chapter 1's pretty good, pretty decently paced. It kind of gives you, like, an idea of, like, the world that they're in, or, like, the island that they're in. Kind of, like, explain, like, the lore behind it. Getting to learn, these new characters. And it's pretty good. Also, Jimmy Johnson just passed me for a second, so I don't know what happened to the story. Did it come out on Switch? No, I don't think it did. Nothing I've heard about it. That's a terrible corner. There's no excuse for that. Oh, now the gang's all here. Remember when they were all spread out? I like how because I get the lead, oh, now they're just like, oh, now we're just going to be amazing now. And just really be close to them. So yeah, MTV Extreme, you brought up a really good point, and you are right. I didn't really have any reason to doubt you because I thought I was already kind of suspicious how this race was being played out. But yeah, I agree. It's weird. That's kind of what I mean with how the AI kind of... You can kind of bait them to go up high and then cut down low and kind of get the spot on them that way. It works out really well. Oh. But yeah, the second one, or the One Piece, like, the Odyssey game is pretty good. There's a couple of problems I have with it. It's really padded. The second chapter, it basically, like, retells the Alabasta arc, and it is freaking padded. There's, like, 90% just fluff and, like, filler and, like, just random side quest, and then maybe 10% of, like, meaningful, like, story progression. And it just, every little bit that happens in the actual story, they drag it out to, like, ludicrous levels. Like, in the anime, for example, like, Luffy fights, like, the main villain, and, like, the last, like, confrontation is in this underground, like, cave or bunker. And it's just... That's it. In the game, they make it into this, like, massive, giant labyrinth with, like, a puzzle and, like, different other... Like, they just pad stuff out so much. I don't know if the other chapters are like that, but it really turned me off from playing the game more just because it's so bloated. And it's just kind of... It kind of gets to the point where you just kind of stop fighting, like, random enemies because it's just, like, you just want to kind of move on. There's a little bit of importance to kind of do like exploration, but like fighting like random enemies, it just kind of gets tiring after a while. The only thing that's really cool is like all the characters feel very in character, like their dialogue feels very natural. It's like how they would be and everything. So like that's pretty spot on. They got all the voice actors for it and everything, actresses like that. All that's really good. Character models are on absolute just. They're amazing looking. It's just, the story is so padded. Like, it did not have any right to be as long as it is. Also, hello, Rusty Wallace. I'm afraid to pit early. Like, I don't want to get pinned a lap down, but I'm kind of worried. Also, Earnhardt just pulled away from me there all of a sudden. Well, Rusty's trying to get by him, so that kind of helps. Oh my god, what is this stack up? Marlin blew up. Dale Sr.'s going down pit road, so... No, he's not. I'm just gonna pit. I mean... This is... It's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't type of situation. I'm just gonna have to pit and just hope for the best. I don't really have much of a choice here. Like, I can't afford to stay out as long as I can and lose like 10 seconds during like the cycle by staying out too long. Because it's like, this is a track where like undercutting is so important and it works so well that I hope it works. Car's in pretty good condition. For a short track, I mean, okay, we got some donut marks, but that's pretty good condition. Got no real complaints on my end. Ooh, Mark. Alright, go by. Alright, we need to get back down the bottom lane. We're 2 laps down. Don't wreck ourselves. That would be really bad. We got to the bottom. Good. That's the only thing I can hope for now, is just hope it goes green. Which is kind of goes against everything that I was practicing for, because this is not what's supposed to happen. We were 5th. Jimmy's for 4th, I think. That's not how you make a pass on Ryan Newman, but maybe it is because he's always a moving chicane. So I guess that's almost the best way to pass him. Okay, Earnhardt's down pit road, so we're 1 lap down. I think that might be the last of the cycle stops, maybe? I don't really know. So, okay, we're on lead lap, so that's really good. So with Senior leaving pit road, that puts Dale Jr. in the lead, and we're only about 3.5 seconds back, which is a lot more doable than being 12 seconds behind Stewart, so this is going to work out really well. We felt a little tight there off the corner, but we're okay. So we cycled 4th. So Jimmy's for 3rd. Who's 2nd then? Unless it's Tony Stewart, maybe. Well, if anything, this race has not made it easy for me to win. They're really making me work for this. Unless, oh my god, is the game saying that Kyle Busch is going to win? That would be a mindfuck. That would be, okay, I would not mind that. To be fair, this race has more lead changes than the Clash had last year and probably will this year. So my expectation for the Clash are set so low because last year's was so bad. There was 1 green flag pass for the win, or for the lead, and it was because Reddick blew up, and that was the only like green flag pass. In like the actual main race, like the heats were more interesting than the main, which I don't think that's how it's supposed to go. We did get the spot, Jimmy, so that puts us 3rd. I think Stewart's 2nd, but I'm not positive. If Stewart's 2nd, then I see him up there, so he's not too far up the road. AI tried to do something there. I don't know what they did exactly, but they were trying to block. Closing on Junior a little bit. Okay, definitely a lot that lap. I don't know what happened, unless lap traffic's messing up. Lap traffic, shockingly, hasn't been too bad. I mean, there's been the occasional block, but nothing really egregious. Maybe it's because it's just, like, really easy to manipulate them to go up high. So maybe that's part of it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, just let Kane go by. We had a chance to pass him, but I kind of flubbed up on it. Beep beep, Kane. Beep beep. My hands are cramping. It's just, there's so much turning. The straights aren't that long. It's, ugh. I don't know what it is. It just, ugh. My poor hands. They're in agony right now. I mean, we're still closing. We got about 56 laps to go, which isn't a whole lot of time at a track like this, but we should be able to reel him in. Oh my god, something happened to Junior there. He lost. Ooh, boy. He lost, like, what looked like a second. I don't know what happened to him. Something, I don't know what happened in front of me. I was not focusing that far out in front. Yeah, he just dropped like a second nearly. I don't know. That was weird. But yeah, as I'm sweating it out here, big thank you to everyone tuning in and watching. I do appreciate it. I did not expect this many people to be tuning in for a stream like this. So this is pretty damn cool. So I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna try to get a dub for chat. And a dub for Robin in this very, very stressful race. Actually closed, we're out almost a second away. Biffle's blocking, so that's good. He's kind of doing what he did to Dale Jr. in the 2012 Daytona 500, where he was pushing Jr. and then he just kind of like stopped. Which I still believe is a conspiracy theory, that he didn't try to push Jr. because his teammate was leading. He didn't want to push Jr. and make his teammate not win. So Biffle was such a team player that he was just willing to cuck himself and Dale Jr. out of a win, just to benefit his team. He wasn't even, like, he didn't even try to go for it. It still, that bugs me still. It's just very sus. And this is during, like, the 2012s where, you know, you can two-car tango and, like, really, you know, do stuff. So it's just very sus how that all played out. So that's the correlation I made with that instance. But yeah, we're right there with Junior now. It's kind of horseshit that we're able to close in so much, and then once we get the lead, it's just all of a sudden we can't do anything. Like, we can't pull away. Like, if we're just that good, just let it happen. Don't be like, don't force me to be like always, like, never pull away. Like, it just doesn't feel very earned. It just feels very fake. Because now that I'm in the lead, Junior's just going to kind of like get speed, and he's just always going to be kind of right there by me. I mean, we did get the lead with about 43 laps to go, so not bad. We definitely had enough time to do it. Now we just got to maintain it and kind of keep hitting our marks. Hope lap traffic doesn't become a problem. Which I'm sure it is, because Ricky Rudd just blocked me there for really no good reason, so I had nowhere to go. And, oh. He continues to block. Don't make me have a reason to hate you in this game, too. I know we had beef in Thunder 04, like, in the live streams, but don't do that here. No. I don't want to be in that situation again. I like you too much to hate you. Also, I'm sorry I'm not looking at chat as much. I mean, considering how short this track is, the straightaways are very, very quick, so I can't really look at chat too much. I mean, I'm trying to, like, reply to stuff, but it's just hard. Also, know what's really weird? In my last Under a 4 stream, JC sent, like, 8 tips that just said, bruh. And then there was one super chat of Real Radman doing it. And I thought it was the actual him, like the actual person. But when I was looking at the PayPal stuff and like the names, it was JC. I mean, I'll be shocked if it wasn't him, but like the user ID was JC's like normal thing, and that's something you can't fake. Like I know you can. I didn't know you could fake like a username when you tip, like through Streamlabs, and that's what that bastard did. Because everything else, like if it was Rabbit, it would have been like some other username. But it was the typical like JC username. It's like, that son of a bitch, put it under Radman. It's like that. Why would he do that? That was so weird. That man, I tell you, he's the most just bizarre-looking banana man I've ever seen in my life. You never know what he's gonna do. Sometimes he'll be a ripe banana, and other times he'll be like just a newborn banana. I don't know what that means, but we can interpret that in whatever way we want. This is America. Also, we're actually kind of pulling away from Dale Jr., so we're breaking the game's cheese here, because they always try to keep me like close with everyone, and we are bypassing it with my greatness. But that's just how good we are. Michael 2 Scoops a Dupe couldn't even dream of leading. Well, maybe he did. I don't know. I'll have to look back on his stream and see how well he did here when he raced this last season or last year. Like, am I gonna lead more laps at him? Which, I mean, I guess it wouldn't surprise me, because anything that he does, I can do better, and I'm just like the greatest to ever walk among the earth. Okay, ignore that. Ignore that contact there. That showed a very big, like, lapse of judgment and just skill, but yeah. Yeah, Michael 2 Scoops a Dupe. I tell you, he is the biggest racing brand person. Oh, that's fun. I hope he's not watching this. You know what? That son of a gun, he's probably lurking in the stream now. And he's gonna post like a freaking eyeball emoji. Like, just like one singular eyeball.
Bruh.
What? Jay, what? How is that physically possible? I clearly could not have tipped myself $1 when I'm streaming. That's not possible. JC, you can't just use my name like that. I swear, if I check my stream ID and it's your name, I'm gonna have to block you for that. I mean, if people are willing to block me for literally no reason, that's a whole other rant on its own right there. Oh God, the TGS Smurf incident where he made like a tweet saying like One Piece's animation is like too good, something lately. It was really dumb, and people, I guess, were calling him out for it. And he just went like, from what I heard, he just went on a random mass block spree of everyone. It just made no sense. And he blocked me, and it's like, I had nothing to do with it. I think I talked to him once. I think I sent him one message where I was just like, hey, I like your art. Thanks for accepting my friend request. That was it. That's the only ever interaction I've ever had. I might have replied to one post he did like years ago. But like, that was it.
Robin no sirve ella no tiene nada.
Oh my God, Mexican Link, holy Christ. Oh. Damn. Well, thank you for the 50 bomb. Oh my hot damn. I don't know what that all says, but I got a bad feeling you're gonna dump on my girl. You using your freaking your freaking Mexicanese language. That's fucked up. All right, Brennan, gone. Can you move? Like, I'm racing for a win. It's less than 20 to go. I'm trying to have a moment here. Thank you, Mexican Link, for the 50. That is absolutely insane. That son of a gun. He purposely made that super chat in a language that I am not familiar with for Robin slander. I mean, that's some messed up shit right there. I kind of have to applaud him because that's pretty clever, but at the same time, I like it. Mexican slander. I'm sorry, Brendan Gunn. I should have done that. I'm so... That sounds so bad. That made me sound so ignorant to, like, cultures. Oh my god. It's all out of love, Mexican Link. Don't take... I know you don't take it to heart. I think if you've watched my content for this long, I think you know how I operate. It's You can't say Spanglish. That's no better than what I was saying. Okay, I'll make fun of my language though. I'll call it Englishanese. That's actually kind of messed up. Phantom Foxy, you saw... So it was you that did... Honestly, I really expected it to be JC, because... Huh. So I guess that is a thing where you can just... Well, I guess I knew, but... It's weird that that's even a thing to begin with, where you can super chat or tip under a name, like just a random name that you can make. I don't know. It's weird. Anyways... Speaking about weird, we maxed out our skill points. So that's at 9,999. Also, we're pulling away from Dale Jr. now. Even though every time I've been leading, he's just been, like... Any time I've been leading, they've been right there behind me. I'm really looking forward to figuring out who the hell's on lead. Yeah, Twiggy is right. I don't know who's on lead lap, who isn't anymore. There can't be much on lead lap. I'm going to assume maybe 5. Possibly, because when I did pit that one time, I was like almost lap down. I was like 7th, so there might be 5 on lead lap. I don't know, but we're doing pretty good. We're holding our own. I almost wrecked myself there. Yeah, this race, I mean, they definitely made me work for it because I didn't lead the whole thing. There was times where I wasn't leading, and they're still right there. Robbie Gordon in this random car just making contact just to give me just that extra stress right before the end of the race. Yeah, we're actually holding our own. Why are we pulling away now? What has changed? I don't know. I mean, he's not really getting help. I don't understand. But oh, that's adorable. We're gonna be finishing up this last lap with my other favorite driver, Mark Martin. Well, isn't that just adorable? I appreciate that game. So yeah, we'll just go through 3 and 4. And we'll get a dub. We'll get a dub for Robin. Yeah! Hell yeah! Ow, my hand. That's so loud! Oh my god! I'm sorry, chat. I don't even think I can hear myself talk. Why is this so loud versus everything else? I gotta embrace it. Oh my god. I can't even hear myself think. I can't even hear the engine. Ow. Ow, ow. Oh, I forget, when you have to shift, it's the down button. Alan Kowicki tribute. Ow! I gotta complete this lap. Sorry, chat. I gotta do the David Kowicki, Alan Kowicki tribute. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Go, 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 go. Oh my god, that freaking... Oh my lord. Why was that so loud? So, can you hear me, chat? I don't know if you could hear me after that. I might have just blown out your eardrums. Oh my lord. That was like the lowest audio setting. Oh my, 5 on the lead lap. I guess I was right. Let's look at the racers. Look at that. Hour and 31 minutes. Yeah, this was a short race. I'm actually... Wow. Look at that. So, is the game predicting Kyle Busch is going to win the Coliseum race? I don't know. That's interesting. We had no yellows. We led 166 laps. Dale Jr. led 28. Stewart led 128. Dale Sr. led 16. Jimmy Johnson led 2. There's a couple people that probably led a couple here and there due to the pit cycle. Harvick led 60. And I think that's it. Wait, how many laps down were last place? Oh my. He's still... Wait, there's no way he still can't hear me. Yeah, I got the... Yeah, the mic's on. Like, it's pretty... Yeah, it's good. I don't know why it does... I don't know why it goes to black like that just because I checked my OBS. That's just weird. But yeah, so David D. Ferguson is 13 laps down. Marlin blew up, so I don't think he counts. So the slowest car on track was 41st. 12 laps down. Or 13. A lot of laps down. Damn. That is... Oof. Hour and a half race for this, too. I guess it probably could have been 500 laps in this game, and it probably would have been... Like an extra 100 laps. Probably would have made sense. Music. It's gotta be alright now, though, right? Like... It should be okay now, unless it's not. Hour and a half race for this too. I guess it probably could have been 500 laps in this game. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right now. I still hear the music. That was loud. I don't know why it was so loud. I guess I shouldn't have done that. That was just a bad idea. This game. That was really bizarre. Yeah, we led the most laps. We did everything we needed to in this race. It was pretty good. That was, yeah, I don't even know what to say. That went really well. I'm amazed it went caution-free. An hour and a half for a race here, that's not bad. Day 500, hello. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, it's weird. You would think this race probably could... I don't know if there's a way to mod the laps in this game. This is probably one where it probably could have been like 500 laps. And it would have been probably a 2-hour race. I mean, this is really short. But don't worry, when we do the 500, like a week or 2 from now, I don't know when it is exactly. Is it the 2 weeks from now? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll have to figure that out. Yeah, we led the most laps, did a couple leaders. I mean, this had more lead change. Okay, 19 lead changes seems a bit much. A lot of that was probably during pit cycle, but yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different leaders. 6 different leaders. That's still going to be better than the real-life Coliseum race in the main. Somewhere high TV's like challenge accepted. I should ask him about it, though. I don't know if he knows how to do anything with, like, the Dolphin emulator stuff. So much to make Daytona 500 be 500. Oh my. Oh my god. I mean, high TV can do it. The only problem is that the race would be... That race would literally be almost 6.5 hours if it was 500 laps. I think it would be. I think, honestly, because I've never done 100% like Daytona 500 stream, so I don't know how long it would take, but I think it would take like 2.5, maybe 3 hours, so if it was 500 laps, 200 laps, 200 times 2, that would be, yeah, that would be like 6.5 hours. Hey, hello NASCAR kid, thank you for that too. And apparently, from what YouTube's saying, this is the first time you super chat, so hey, thank you. Hopefully it wasn't too hard or anything. It seems pretty straightforward to do it, so hopefully there was no problems with it, and you were able to, I mean, obviously you did it very, obviously it went through, but thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, 500 lap race at Daytona would literally probably take like 6.5 hours. It would literally be like the equivalent of me doing 1,000 laps at Martinsville. How long is the B3? What is that? I've never heard of that. You'll have to walk me through the process of a Mercari account listing. Man, I would just love to just send you something just through PayPal and then that would be it. That would just be a lot more convenient. But you have your system, so I will respect it. And you've like sent me so many other different things in the past. I mean, I might as well do all that for you for your behalf. It's worth it. Dodge Raceway Stadium would be a good 1,000 lap race if this game had the ability to 1,000 laps. So 400 times 2, that was an hour and a half. That would be 3 hours and 2 minutes and an extra 200 laps. That would be another like 45 minutes. So it would be like a 3 hour and 45 minute race, which usually real life NASCAR races don't have that long. Usually it's right around 3 hours or 3.5. So I think maybe, I don't know. That would be a lot of freaking laps though. Well, we're back out of here. We'll get our victory lane celebration. Oh, there's no music. All right, I forgot about that. That was awkward. But yeah. And that's another thing that this game took away from like NASCAR Thunder 2004. The victory lane celebration is much shorter. Even like the fantasy tracks, when you do go to them, they don't have like custom trophies like they did before. So it's like you can kind of see the things being stripped away. But yeah, let's go to race now. Let's look at all this stuff. We'll just keep it on this beautiful car for a little bit. I love this car. Thank you, Sonic, for creating that. It's really cool. I really appreciate it. It's kind of surprising how simple it was to actually put the schemes in the game. Because if you look here, well, I don't want to show too much here because I don't know what R-rated stuff is in my folders here. Actually, there was nothing. Oh my god. Well, that's unfortunate. I could have gotten canceled. Well, not really, but... Not really. Wasn't there that person that... Oh yeah, there was that person that, like, they got caught watching deep fake porn of, like, one of the people they used to... They would, like, work with. That's bizarre. It's surreal that's even a thing. That's a whole other story, though. That's out there. But the problem I had with installing the mod was when you go to like your Dolphin emulator and you go to load. Oh, see, look at, see, nothing bizarre here. Just nothing. Just, you know, that's not bad. Yeah, so when you go to like Dolphin emulator, you go to like textures. You're supposed to find like a folder called GN4E69, and apparently, like when you get it, it doesn't come with it. So you have to kind of make your own folder called that, and then plop the paint schemes in there. and then it worked. I didn't know that, and it threw me off because I was just drag and dropping like the schemes, and then yeah, it was weird. So that was really the only like little like hurdle I had. So thank you to Sanic for helping with me with that, because I didn't really, when I did the stream, I mean, you can even tell in the thumbnail when I was doing this, when I was getting the thumbnail and stuff, I was just kind of doing the standard race, like with like the standard cars and everything. So I wasn't really planning on adding these new textures and especially the schemes. So this is kind of like a last second thing. So I spent a latter part of yesterday doing that. So, or at least getting that stuff situated. So it was really cool. It's really neat to see this. I'll probably be doing another stream in NASCAR 05 at some point. I got something planned for the 500 because last year I didn't start doing these till like Vegas, so I kind of missed the first 2 weeks. You can mod NASCAR. Oh my! Who would want to do that though? Ugh. I don't. Oh my god! How would it even work? Because I don't. I mean, I have a Nintendo Wii. It's in my closet somewhere, but how would the controls work with that? I mean, I guess maybe you could just plug in a random 360 controller, and I guess it'll be okay. But I don't want to touch that game with a 10-foot pole, let alone play it. But yeah, I guess that's about it. I don't know if there's a whole lot else to look at, but yeah, that went pretty well. I'm amazed how many people tuned in. I did not expect that. I don't know what was different about this one, unless I accidentally baited people or clickbaited people into making them think like the Coliseum was a NASCAR 05. Or that's why I put in the title like LA Coliseum and NASCAR 05, and I put in parentheses sort of because I don't know. I hope I didn't like clickbait people, but there's a lot of people that stuck around for quite a while, even as the race was going on. So I guess I did something right. I hate the clickbait people. I wasn't trying to do that in the title, but yeah, I don't know what else really to do. This is actually a little bit earlier than I was expecting. I guess I kind of expected it to end a little bit early, but an idea I was thinking, or I was kind of tossing around at some point, was doing like live calls, kind of like what Moots does in his stream. Because in my Discord, I have it set up to, like, I actually updated my voice chat for the first time since I created the account, like, 2018 on Discord. So I was thinking, like, one of these days I can, like, I don't know, bring someone in, like, as, like, a first-come, first-serve thing and just, like, talk or something. But I've never really done that before. And I don't know how I would, I don't know, clickbait people for Chicago and that. Well, there is an emulator for NASCAR 09, but it's really, really buggy, so I don't know if it would work. I have to bring out my Xbox 360 and like get all that situated. I could do a I don't even think I have the file. No, I don't even think I have it on my original 360 because that is so hard to get on console. You basically had to get it when the game was out at the time and it was like available to purchase. That's not really a thing anymore. And when I had my 360, that was like on my original 360 when I got like NASCAR 09 back in like December of 2008 for Christmas. So that's that's lost. So I can't really get it on console. I know there's a mod that you can get for it, but it just merged to the video and it was like really broken, so I don't think it would work. That's not a bad idea. I was thinking of that, but I didn't know if I don't know if it would be even possible. Yeah, Zinni is not great for. Yeah, that's kind of what I saw, or that's what I assumed based on the video. It barely seemed to want to just function. So it would not be a good. I'll probably only do like 2 laps and the game would crash. You can't really do 100% race there, which sucks. So I might have something else in mind for that on the weeks where I don't have anything planned. Like if they're going to like a track that I know like there's nothing really that in the game, you can buy a modded 360 to do Canada. I guess that's possible, but I would not know how to. I would not remember. I would not know how to do that. Ooh. I don't trust myself with that. Fan Foxy teasing me 10 months in advance before Christmas with something he has in mind. That's terrifying. How am I gonna sleep now for the next 10 months with this in mind? Like that, I'm scared because anything you send me is nothing just simple. It's like some like elaborate box that has like a box within a box. Okay, I'm making that up, but it's always something wild or I don't know. I'm scared. But something big planned. If you're planning this 10 months in advance, then you must have something. I'm kind of scared. What if it's like, can you imagine like a body pillow like of like Robin or like a body pillow case? If that's a thing. Oh God. I just gave him an idea. I should stop. 109 laps at the Roval. Have fun. If it's on Heat 5, I mean, I think I've done a stream of that before. I think 2021. I think. Yeah, 2021. I think I did that once. I mean, it would be a lot more playable than NASCAR. If you saw NASCAR Rivals Roval thing, I mean, there was yellows the whole race. I think I went 2 laps without a yellow. It was sad. That track is broken beyond repair. So yeah, P5 will be a lot better than yeah. How about a life-size ride? Oh God. You know, they might have something like that, but it might be like custom made where you have to spend like $1,000+ on it. And I don't want anyone to do that. Oh my God. I would both like and be terrified. Stop. Just too much mental images here. I can't contain my excitement. I'll confirm right now has nothing to do with Robin or what. Phantom, then I don't know what it's gonna be then. That actually kind of terrifies me. How are my pets doing? They're fine. There's nothing wrong with them at the moment. They're both chilling. Yeah, they're just chilling. I mean, nothing's wrong with them. Both are pretty alright. Brandon Taylor with the big brain thoughts right there. How'd you know I would do that? Are you watching me? You're spying me? Because that seems like something I would do. No, wait. I'm scared. Just wait and see. You son of a gun. You're gonna like it. If it's the just end stream, you're gonna miss. I'm behind you. I thought I saw something. Congrats on winning in a Robin day before. That's exactly what I was saying. That's what I was thinking, Jay. It actually worked out really good with the timing of this because her birthday technically it's technically tomorrow, but in Japan, because there's like a 12-hour time zone difference, it's technically the 6th for them, so yeah. Robin car. Yeah. And we are off the air. Well, I'm sorry to hear about your dog passing away. I had my own fair share of dog passing away stuff, and none of that's ever fun. It really sucks. So I can relate because I've been there. It's it sucks. So take as much time you need with grieving with that, because I know what that's like. And you ever, at least with my parents, usually we always kind of wait a couple of months after we lose like a pet like that, and then we get like a new one after like a couple of months. It just feels weird to buy one like immediately after, because like the whole healing process, it's a very difficult thing to deal with. There's no set time, but we usually wait a couple of months, like 4 or 5 months, and then we get another animal. But yeah, I don't know. But best of luck getting through that, because it sucks, especially if they're 17 years old. Then, well, at least they lived a long life. Usually, I mean, dogs usually only live for like 15 years. So the fact that they were able to make it to 17, that's a lot more than what it's usually supposed to. So it's pretty badass. It's pretty badass to hear about that. Usually, I mean, the last dog I had only was around till when it was 8. My dog currently now is 8, so I'm scared, I'm a little bit scared, because it's the same breed as the previous dog that we had, so I don't know if they just don't live that long or what. That's a whole other rant on what's going on with that, because Dad technically feeds her when like the first fan mail I sent you. I gotta watch back that video, because I can't remember what the first one was. Unless you mean just simply that it's just not One Piece related, then I guess there's a correlation. But if you're trying to give me a hint, then I'm very curious on that. My phone blooped. My Discord blooped too, so I don't know what's going on. My Twitter is just going absolutely insane with Robin posts. I mean, I follow a couple of different like Robin artists like accounts and stuff. So my Twitter feed is filled with that right now. It's probably gonna get swamped by like NASCAR stuff later today, but like right now and even tomorrow probably, so much Robin. I mean, I'm sorry to Twitter. I'm in your basement. Will you? That would explain where you went to, because I looked behind me and you did like this, which is like the instant transmission thing Goku does. Which that would make a lot of sense, because I saw something and then you disappeared and then you're probably in my basement. So that probably explains a lot right there. Or the wait, hold on, I gotta get my classes here. So it'll be technically, I should have been like, well, technically when if the name it's not actually instant transmission. In the Japanese, it's Shunkan Ito. Get it together, you freaking pleb. So. Alright, how to get that out of my system. Alright. I think that'll do it for me. I gotta have some kind of like end stream credit thing. I gotta think about that. I don't know who I need to reach out to for that. What if's nerdy alter ego Theodore? I never thought of that name. That's kind of good. Package for the first 2 Robin Fairs sent you was a whole saga to get it. This one's going to be an even bigger saga. If it's that 2001 Kurt Busch car, because I'm not getting it quick enough, that's going to be the most ultimate meme thing ever. Though I don't think that's the case. That would be kind of funny. So. Yeah, I don't know what it'll be then if it's not One Piece related. Well, yeah, I definitely gotta think of something for like an end stream thing. Where I like wrap the stream up. And like have a card for that and like have music and then wrap it up that way. Instead of just ending. Like it's not a Sopranos thing, it's just I don't. Yeah, I don't know what else to really do. I probably should go and watch Day 500 stream because he's going to be doing his race reactions. That's always something I look forward to. It's a pastime. So, Sonic, if you want to watch the heats, tune in to Day 500 stream on Twitch because he's doing a race reaction. He has the race style. It would be pretty cool. So, keep that on the mind because that is possible. So don't feel too flustered. I guess that's it. I don't know what else really to say, but yeah, I don't know what else really to do. Next week there'll be more streams, more videos. There might be a video tomorrow. I'm not sure. Maybe there'll be a race review like later tonight or earlier Monday morning. I don't know. It depends on how angry I get from watching the race, or if something stupid happens. Maybe I'll like upload it like right away. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. But yeah. Day 500 Champ 15. That's his YouTube name and his Twitch name. You should be able to find it. Dave? No, it's Day. D-A-Y. I guess the way I said it did sound like Dave, so that's kind of it's my fault. But yeah. Either way, thank you everybody for tuning in. I didn't expect this many people. That's pretty freaking cool. Is it because of the halo light? Is it because of the date? The halo light? Because if I don't have it, this is what it looks like. Then when it's on, I'm so happy about that. That's such a help. I can't believe one of these did that much. If I had like a halo light where my actual lamp is over here, I wonder if that would make it look even better. Though to be fair, when I was at Best Buy when I got this, there was only one of these here with that like I think it's like 18-inch light. I could not find another one that was 18-inch. So even if I wanted to get two, it just wasn't possible, so. Yeah, watch this Heat 3 stream. But yeah. Before I go, thank you everybody did like super chat and stuff throughout the stream. There was definitely a good amount. A lot of people that did member milestone things. Like Scott Benu, Cody Anderson, he gifted a membership to someone. Dalton D, T Mitch, got Jordan Kearns with that 20. BC Wizzle for 7 consecutive freaking months. Tony Stewart, the NASCAR legend Tony Stewart, somehow set 14. So don't tell me that's gonna be a meme now, where there's gonna be like random people with driver names sending tips. I like that. That's kind of funny. Then myself apparently $1, but that was Phantom, so. Thanks to me/him. I don't know how this works, but thanks. Mexican Link dropped a $50 Robin slander thing I don't know, but thank you for the 50. And then NASCAR Kid with a 2 right at the end. So thank you so much. Enjoy the Coliseum race. Hopefully it's something that happens that's good. But yeah. Take care and have a good night, and I'll see you all on another stream. Hopefully, sometime later next week or something. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Take care and have a good.